What's going on, traders? It's Tyler here. Welcome back to Trade with Tyler. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about CETX on the stock ticker. This stock does have a 1.52 million share float according to my recent data. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the fundamentals and technicals. We can see that this stock on the 20th did had take off a little bit before pre-market, but before reaching a high of 330, pulled back. And after hours, or towards the end of the day, and then after hours a little bit, we ranged, found support at 175. So we're whipping everywhere. As you can see, today we gapped up pre-market from 180 about to 220, came back down to 193, and then pre-market we shot back up to 240. Market open, we pulled down a little bit, hit a high of 259 before pulling back to about 210, and then we ranged in the 210 to 230 zone the rest of the day, and we're sitting right here at 214. So very interesting, very volatile, right? We're going to be talking about the 15-minute chart today. For those who don't know, every single one of these bars is 15 minutes, right? So these are the highs and the lows. I added that because it's nice for you guys to see very clearly. Let's go ahead and talk about the fundamentals really quick. There was a news article that I seen for today on CETX. They did announce today that they completed a sale of its EMS business, Rob CETX, and they received 6.3 million pounds for the sale of this business. So that's obviously good news when you get a big lump sum of cash, right? And when companies like this get a lot of cash, that helps bring the stock price up, especially when their share float is only 1.52 million shares, right? That's very low. We're trying to get stocks under 30 million. Obviously, you can trade stocks higher than 30 million, but when you get those ones at 1.52 million, they're going to be extremely volatile, just like this, right? So you can either A, make a lot of money, or you can B, lose a lot of money, right? So you got to be careful on these stocks, but they are definitely profitable if you do it right. So let's go ahead and get into the technicals right now. We'll go ahead and zoom in at where we are now. We did talk about what happened to this stock earlier. You can see that the VWAP is sitting about 230, so we are underwater. Think of the VWAP as like an ocean, right? Think of it as in like an ocean. When we go into the VWAP, people are drowning, right? People are drowning, right? So it's not a good thing when you're below the VWAP, because that means a lot of people do want to sell. Anyways, that's how I look at it. Obviously, everybody looks at it different. Everybody has their own way to read it. But I noticed for people who are new, that's the easiest way to think about it. When people fall below the VWAP, they're underwater. That doesn't mean we can't break back above it. Like when somebody's drowning, they still have an opportunity to make it out of the water. It's not like they die for sure, right? So let's go ahead and get right into it. On the technical side, let's go ahead and draw our support and resistance. We got our resistance obviously here at 259, very clear there. We got our support here at 210, so a pretty big range. We got a range of about 49 cents, 49 cents, and we got our median here at about I'd say about 235. About, it's not perfect, but I'd say that's good. So we are sitting below the median, we are sitting below the VWAP. And then after hours here, we're sitting below the moving average, but that doesn't matter too much. In after hours, it can range around a lot. You can see here, obviously, it ranges around like crazy. So you can't take that into too much consideration until the market opens. For me, anyways, that's how I see it. Because in after hours, things can get weird. That's why I don't suggest holding stocks in after hours for me, anyways. Especially when you're trading these volatile ones. Not very smart idea, but if your strategy calls for it and it works, then more power to you. More power to you. Then do whatever works. Again, so what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow, for me to even get interested in this stock, first thing that we need to see, that I want to see, because we don't want to just hop in this trade because we've seen this, right? We don't want to get all excited because there's good news, right? Yeah, that's great. That's great that there's good news. That's great that it went up pre-market. But that does not mean we're going back up. Right? It could mean that. So I'm not saying that's not the case, but we don't want to just buy stock right now or right when the market opens or something, right? We need to see confirmation, we need to see a setup, and then we need to see confirmation, right? So we're sitting right here at about the support about 210, but we are at about 214 after hours, right below everything, we talked about. So first thing that we need to look for in the morning, this is an important level, 235. 235, set an alert at 235. That's what I'm going to do, set an alert, whatever program you use. That way we don't have to waste our time looking at this every 10 minutes, right? It's pointless because this might never go back above. This might never go back above 235, right? So think about that. This might never go back. You can't guess that. It could go down to 1 cent. Nobody knows for sure. Obviously, that's not likely because of the good news. They're coming out with good news. Obviously, they're doing a good job. But with these penny stocks, you got to be careful, right? I just don't want anybody to get hurt, right? So again, what I'm going to do is I'm setting an alert at 235. And trust me, I'm bullish on this stock. I don't want it to go down, but we got to be realistic. You can't live in la-la land. If you're going to be a trader, you can't live in la-la land. It doesn't work like that. So again, we want to see that momentum return. We want to see on the market open. We want to see that momentum return. So we don't have to watch it. I set an alert at 235, which will be an important level, this median here. That way, when it does break, if it does break above there, that's when I can open the chart and watch, right? That's when I can open the chart and watch. Sure, it might fly up here and I might miss the whole trade, but it's better than just hopping in, right? It's better than just hopping in. You got to wait for it to give you some sort of confirmation with setup and then additional confirmation, right? You need to give yourself the best percentage chance to win every trade. That's key. That's key. Okay? So when it does break above this 235, it's an important level. We want to watch it to see if either A, it just completely flies up here, which is fine if it does, or B, if it pulls back a little bit, gives it a little breather, right? And then the next thing we want to see is we want to see stabilization. We want to see, yes, we want to see it pull back, even if it's a tiny little pullback, right, on the 1 minute chart, even if it's a 5 minute pullback, whatever the case may be. We just want to see it quick pullback. We don't want to see it completely drowned. We want to see a quick pullback. Most likely this VWAP will be swinging up here. So we'll find, if we do pull back here, we'll find good support on that VWAP. That's a very good sign if we stabilize on the VWAP. That means there's people in support who are trying to do everything they can to keep it up, right? So when that momentum returns, we see that bullish candlesticks. We see those reversal candles, shooting stars, hammers. We're looking at level 2. You got to look at all your confluence. You got to keep doing your strategies, right? Then we get interested. For me, I put my order here. I put my order here right above that pullback point. So that way, wherever that is, it might not be right here, but it's going to be somewhere in this area. So that way, when that momentum returns and those buyers and people holding stock see that it's pulled back, it didn't go back down here. It's pulled back, it's stabilized, it's building momentum again, and it's breaking past the point of where it pulled back before. That's a strong momentum sign. That's going to make people buy, and that's going to make people add to their position. So what I do is I take a position, a big position, and then I ride it up to this next resistance up here at 259. What I do, since it did sell here, there's a big seller up here, just before we get up here, just before we hit 259, a few points beforehand, I sell 3/4 of my position. I hold 1/4 of my position, right? I know a lot of people say hold your winners, sell your losers right away, and that's true. That's true, but sell enough to put you in complete profit to where you're on with using the house's money, where you're not using any of your money, right? You're risk free. That's key, guys. That's key, because then you don't have to risk your capital. Trading is about using your capital to make more, right? It's like a product. If you lose your product for nothing, that's like giving your products away at your store for free, right? So you cannot lose money, your own money. Stop losing your own money, right? Sell, take your risk-free profits, hold 1/4 of your position. Again, this is not financial advice. This is what I do to stay in profit all the time. I'm just giving you guys gold nuggets. You guys obviously do whatever you want to do, but I'm giving you guys some gold here. So anyways, let's see. The next thing I'd wait to see, I'd sell 3/4 of my position, and then I'd wait to see if A, this seller comes back in and pushes us back down to this support, which if he does, I'll sell my last 1/4 position here, and hey, I'm still up. I'm still in profit. right? So good trade for me. But if it does, I'm still holding 1/4 of my position. If it does break above here, then guys and girls, either A, there's only two things are going to happen. It's going to go like this, or not like that, but like this, or it's going to turn back around and stabilize here, or three things will happen. That, it'll stabilize here, which this is what I'm looking for. I want to see it break and then come back just a little bit, even if it's a tiny little pullback on the 1 minute. And then it stabilizes. That's what I'm looking for. That's my, hey, get in here now. When I see that stabilization, all my confluence factors are lining up. You may have different ones. That's fine. But once I see that happening, that's when I get my order ready. Obviously, I don't just hop in the trade still. I have not entered the trade. I'm still holding my 1/4 position, right? So just in case that, yes, it can go up right away, and then that's fine. I'll just keep profiting off that 1/4. That's fine. Or it's going to turn back around, and sometimes we'll slip back down here, but that's fine. I'll sell my 1/4 and I'll take my 3/4 profit, right? Or B, we're going to find support here, and that stabilization is going to happen. We're going to get that shooting star, that hammer, that reversal candle, that engulfing, right? And then we're going to see that momentum kick back in. And then once we push past that pullback point, wherever that is, might be right here, might be here, who knows? When it does kick in, we ride that momentum up to this next resistance up here at 290. And what do we do here? What do I do here? I add 3/4 of my position back, so I'm up with my same position that I was in, and sure, I lost a tiny little bit of profit. That's okay, right? I've been in risk free the whole time using house money, right? And now we come up here, I do the same thing. I sell 3/4 of my position, wait to see what happens, and if we do come back down here, I sell, and I'm up huge profits. Guys, that's all you have to do. Like, protect your capital. Sell, be risk free, use house money, use other people's money, not yours. Okay, so those are the two moves that I look for tomorrow, those two bullish plays. You know, important levels at 235 and 259. Those are the biggest levels I watch out for. Again, if you're going long, now I'm going to be looking for the long play. I'm not going to be shorting tomorrow, so I'm not shorting this, but I like to talk to you guys about what people who are going short are looking for. And then this way, people who are holding stocks or holding the stock, or people who are looking to go short, or whatever the case may be, know what to do, right? I know most people aren't going short. That's fine. I'm not telling you guys to short. I'm not telling you guys to go long. I'm not telling you to do anything, but I'm just teaching you what they're looking for, right? So since we did find this resistance up here, 259, pushed us back down to support, 210, and we pretty much ranged inside this zone here. We couldn't break back up. We couldn't break down. So there's support here at 210, obviously. So this level of 210 is obviously very important, right? Because you can see the buyers are fighting to keep, the bulls are fighting to keep it up here. So what we want to look out for, if you're shorting or holding stock, whatever the case, you want to watch this 210 level. And if you are shorting, set an alert so you know when that happens. Or if you just want to set an alert just so you know when it happens, go for it. But that's the best way to set an alert. That way when it breaks below here, just like up here, we're getting interested, right? If we're shorting, or the shorts are going to be getting interested at this point. Next thing they're watching is they're going to see what happens here. Does it just keep going down? Does it pull back a little bit to give us a breather? Does the bulls try to break us back up here? Well, what we're going to be looking for, because this could happen, then the trade would be invalid. This could happen, then the short would be invalid because you missed it already. You don't just hop in. If you're just going to hop in, before we pass this 210, then you're gambling. You're gambling because you're not going off any confirmation. You're not giving yourself any better chance to win, right? You're just like, oh, whatever, I'm just going to enter here because I think it's going up. That's what you do at the slot machine. You think you're going to get the right thing, right? So don't do that. Or do it if you want, but I'm not doing that. So again, if you're shorting, next thing watch for is wait to see what happens at this break and retest of 210. Then obviously if I was shorting, which I'm not going to be shorting this one because I'm not shorting right now. I'm focusing on my long plays. Sometimes I do get into a shorting. It's whatever I'm feeling good about, right? And I've been really into the long plays the past couple weeks. I'm really getting those euphoria plays. And I've been doing good on those. And whatever you're doing good on, guys, at that time, just trade the shit out of that, because you know, when you do good on something, you want to build that up. So again, that doesn't mean you can try new things or switch up what's not working, or whatever the case may be. You can't just keep killing yourself, right? So again, if you're shorting, look for this retest off this 210, because if we can't break back up here, that's going to scare a lot of people that are holding stock, right? And once they see it push past this pullback point, they're realizing, oh shit, this isn't going to be able to recover. Then they're going to sell, and it's most likely going to drop to, there is support here at 193. But if we don't find support at this one, I would probably, enter at this pullback point, because it might be up here. The pullback point might be here. It might be here. Who knows? I don't know, right? I'm just giving you guys what could happen. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They only can guess. And that's why we guess with as much precision as possible to give us the best chance to win. Because if you're just going to say, oh, I'm just going to hop in here because I think it's going to do this right here, I think it's going to do this, then just go to the casino. Go to the casino. You're not going to win here. You'll win more at the casino if you do that. Just go to the casino, right? I'm doing you a favor. Go to the casino. So again, what I would do, since there is support here at this 193, I would hop in. I would get in my position, and I'd, sell 3/4 of my position here just to be safe. And then obviously I'd hold 1/4 to see if we break back up or if we break below here. But I don't want to get too deep into the shorting thing. Definitely watch out for these two important levels at 210 and 235. I think 235 would definitely set off another strong bull run, as this is a low float stock, 1.52 million. So I hope this video did help you. If it did, please click that like button. I really appreciate it. It shows me you guys want me to keep doing these videos. And then click that subscribe button so you get it. And then click that bell. Obviously, you know why to click that bell, so you get notified. I'm not going to keep going over with you guys. I'm just saying it really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. And then also share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, StockTwits, anybody who wants to learn how to trade. This is basically gold. This is how you guys learn how to, it's just setups, but you guys you can work your own strategies into this kind of play, right? You can't just keep guessing. Don't play the guess game, play the actual game, right? Give yourself the best percentage to win. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Hey there, you must have liked that video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like that one.